Our leading change is the removal of the 128 player version of Breakthrough. Really? Did they forget that they made it optional before? You can either do 64 or 128 players, I remember that. They didn't really have to remove it, they could have just implemented this again. Oh wait, they'd actually have to remove it. Because if they didn't, no one would be able to play because the player base is so small that you wouldn't even be able to find a game. So they implemented rotation instead of adding the option. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, feel free to make yourself at home. And without further notice, let's get right into this brand new update that dropped today for Battlefield 2042. This is the official update and patch notes for update 4.1. They removed the 128 player breakthrough, which dang, that's actually the only thing worth forcing myself to play. Here's what DICE had to say about that. In Breakthrough 128 player mode, we feel that the value and impact of an individual player and squad is reduced due to the increased intensity and chaos of the combat. Okay, I see where they're coming from, but yeah, I kind of disagree. Okay, I don't care about them removing the 128 player option, but what? DICE, have you played this game? There are countless times where I individually carried a breakthrough game, let alone many of my YouTube friends have as well. I'm talking up from 120 kills in a single match, with the top player on the opposing team with like maybe 40. And just to add to this, it's not just over 100 kills, but they are 100 objective kills. DICE is absolutely wrong with this statement. Not just are they wrong, but they fail to recognize the lack of skill-based matchmaking. Because I have also been on the opposite side of this as well. I will join a game mid-match on sector, like maybe sector B of a breakthrough game, and get absolutely mowed in 5 minutes and the game is over. Do not try to tell me a squad or an individual player do not have a significant impact. They do. Usually it will take 2 to 5 people that are actually cracked at this game and mow down tons and tons of people. Because yeah, there's quite a bit of bad players in this game. Also, this is just my opinion. We are entitled to our own opinions, but for the main portion of this update, I think DICE kinda got it wrong. The next big piece worth mentioning is a Borris Nerf, and for good reason. The rate of fire has been cut in half, reducing damage and ending damage, and the speed is reduced as well. And the best one, the range is reduced to 50 meters, which good. The nerfs are what I wanted, but I kind of wanted a little more. I think the outlining of the enemy is insane and should be removed. I think just merely spotting is enough. Some weird changes are as follows. The attachments that they recently fixed, I hope you enjoyed it because it's gone now. Well, not entirely. DICE has made weapons with no attachments have less recoil than usual, and quote, to compensate, we have slightly reduced the recoil benefits provided by attachments. Okay, so they should not have done this, and for one good reason. Because the guns were bad, which that was a good thing. They weren't like bad, but they were average. Because of how much attachments were needed, the incentive to play the game to unlock them was needed. Literally getting attachments to make your weapon better is a normal mechanic, and it is something that incentivized playing the game in the first place. This change is very minor, but I think they should have fixed maybe damage table values instead of working around the problem. I think the incentive to play the game to get attachments is a good thing. A cool thing you will notice if you are a spawn beacon user like me, the deploying time is now way quicker and instant than before, so there is no longer that awkward delay we had with deploying gadgets. They also increased the size of the beacon, which I don't know, kinda dumb already. I didn't really have a problem seeing them before. Either way, the hiding spots for them will just require a little more effort. Next big item on this update is that the DMR weapon class has an overall reduced horizontal recoil, making follow-up shots much easier. So yes, we will definitely see the SVK revived like we had seen in earlier months, maybe some others. DICE did include range nerfs for the SVK, probably to prevent this DMR buff. We will also see less of the AC-42 since the damage drop-off has again been increased. The NTW-50, remember that? The effectiveness against vehicles is buffed, which they nerfed it, and I guess it's back to where it was, maybe not as good. I think it's kind of great. When DICE nerfed it the first time, it rendered it useless as an anti-armor option, so I think this was actually a good fix. And your favorite, the PKP got a nerf. It just got more, recoil. Now I did say the SVK will be seen more, but not as a sniper. The damage drop-off after 150 meters has been reduced, so it will require 3 instead of 2 bullets at longer ranges. Also, if you are on PC, this update is just not worth it, so relax for a little while. When they released Update 4.1, it caused a massive stutter issue, so guess we'll have to wait to try this one out. That is it for the update. The full patch notes are in the description. I covered what I thought was the most important takeaways. This is not a huge update, but one more step in the right direction. Well, for the most part. Don't forget to leave a like and comment before you head out, and as always, have a good one, and I'll see y'all later.